Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the first date with the 2021 Indian Challenger Limited. This particular one has been modified a little bit by the owner. Aftermarket tour pack and rock form mount there. You got a cup holder here, USB mounted for phone. This is a monstrous 1768cc V twin engine, making a claimed 122 horsepower, I believe, and like 128 foot-pounds of torque. So yeah, it's a monster. All the bells and whistles that you can ask for with the side bags here. This Saddleman Rhodes sofa, which I'm excited to get a chance to ride on, and should be pretty comfortable. Let's go out and find out. Now, because of the Rhodes sofa, I do have to stand on the passenger peg to get on it because I'm only 5'9" and I weigh 230 pounds. This bike is, she's not light. Weighing in at a claimed 840 pounds, I'm sure about 860 with the add-on of the tour pack on the back. But it's got a nice sound, really nice sound. This first date is going to be a little different. It's going to be a long one because on top of the first date, we're also going to take it home and maybe get a little extended commute time on this. So let's get going. Oh, she's got some good pull off the line. Oh, we're going to have traffic because it's that time of day. I could gun it, but I don't want to. This is not my motorcycle. So I can already tell you, super comfortable. Yeah, a big touchscreen display here, air sensor on the tires. Doesn't have a PSI for the front one yet. This was just dropped off, and I think tomorrow I'll do a commute into the office, just see what that's like too. But I am super excited to get out on the road with this. You can hear that engage. It just falls over. Just falls over. Should have adjusted my mirrors before I came out. No. Definitely should have done my mirrors. This thing is a touring bike. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. This is a touring motorcycle designed for long distances and a very comfortable ride. And I can already tell you, just in a short period of time, it's heavy, but it's comfortable. Oh, gotta get used to that weight. And it's like falls over into corners. Super nice. Super nice. And a little windy today. And a lot of slow traffic. I gotta get used to this gearbox and what gear I should be in and Because right now I'm in 4th, but it's still pulling. I'm doing 40 mile an hour. Ugh. People don't know how to drive. They don't know where they're going. The brakes are really good. Just this mirror. A little bit. There, now I can see behind me. Alright, it's been a long day. Looking forward to getting out on the road. So this is the Challenger. The Indian Pursuit is same bike with the Tour Pack and lowers for your legs. This is Indian's Muscle Cruiser. This is the same. This is the platform, the Power Plus 108 engine that they use in the King of the Baggers series. Modified, obviously, but platform is the same. And the suspension is very nice, very plush. Barely felt that. My goodness, I'm already going to tell you, I like this motorcycle a lot. It's heavy. It's heavy. Don't get me wrong. But very, very nice place to sit. These highway pegs on here to be able to stretch your leg out. I love that. This has a lot of storage in it, you know, not counting the saddlebags on the side. The Tour Pack, these are basically glove boxes right there. You got speakers, which I'm not going to be playing because I don't want this to ever get demonetized. But I have heard it, and it sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. This has, oh, you know, what is this? I think it's a button for the lower lights. Must be an aftermarket. Well, we're just going to take a nice leisurely cruise, maybe get on it a little bit on the way home. I like the sound of this engine. The exhaust note is just mean. It stops really well, and you know, coming to a stoplight, I'm basically, you know, on the balls of my feet a little bit, flat-footed for the most part, in the boots. So once it's up the 850 plus pounds, that's a nice bike, you really can't feel it. And I'll find out when I get out here some actual curved roads, but it even going around the slow curve there, slow corner, getting into this lane, it kind of just falls over. It wants to just go in. And man, if it wasn't for the weight, this thing reminds me of a sport bike. I mean, it really does. Kind of feels like it rides like a sport bike too. And I'm more of a sports touring bike guy, but I'll be honest, this is so far, aside from that initial getting going, kind of learning where everything is, kick it up into neutral, kick back. This has, what do we got here? Navigation, nope, nav, yep, phone, Bluetooth. There we go. Oh, we're in sport mode with traction control on. Nice. Huh. Got more settings down here. Probably I don't want to mess with it. Not really going to work out very well with the glove. So we got your speedometer here. I don't like the setting it was in. I don't like this one. You got tachometer up there in that corner. You got speedometer on this side. Range 140 miles to empty. Yeah, kind of getting used to this. Yeah, it just kind of lays over. It's very nice, very comfortable. And the seating position is actually really comfortable. Again, I'm used to sports touring, sport bikes, that kind of thing. Cruisers always have the feet forward, and you got your, floorboards or there's pegs. The first video I ever did with our original video system, really bad, honestly, looking back. But I rode the Indian Scout Bobber, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It felt pretty good, after you kind of got used to what it was. But the feet forward position, I felt kind of cramped on that bike. This one, no, I don't feel cramped at all. My feet are right out in front, very comfortable, very relaxed. It's a really good place to be. Some decent traffic today, which it's that time of day. But even slow speed, it's a little unwieldy. I mean, 800 plus pounds is not the easiest thing to get used to. If you're trying to get used to riding a bike, this would not be what I would recommend. But if you're looking for a tour, man, this has got to be right up there with the Road Glide, which I have ridden, and the Road Glide is a little bit heavier, but not by much. Looking forward to the Harley days so I can go try the new Road Glide and see if they've done anything different. Not quite a perfect foot in the stop, but didn't have to put my foot down, so I'm happy about that. Kind of rolled it a little bit. But it does have a temperature gauge outside. It's 77 degrees, and it is nearly 5 o'clock. So it's a little warm. They're getting warm. This engine is warm. I mean, it's 187 degrees at the engine right now, and I can feel it on my leg. I cannot imagine having lowers on this bike to block wind from my leg, because holy cow, that's a lot more heat than I'm going to have to deal with. But I do have to open up my visor, so apologies for if the audio gets a little bad, but I got to get some air in my helmet because this windscreen is just blocking everything. I think I can lower that actually. Why don't you try that? Hang on. See, that's a funny thing. I'm learning how to ride the bike, and I'm learning all the controls. It does have self-canceling turn signals. That's nice. Yeah, this bike gets a little warm. A little warm. Try to, I think it's right here. See if we can lower this. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, now I'm but now I'm getting buffeting. So, no, I don't like that. I have to raise that up just a hair. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of buffeting in my helmet. I'm sure that's coming through the mic. So, yeah, we're gonna have to fix that. some good power. It really does. It's just a hair. It's too high. I don't want to look over the windscreen. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. Just get a little air coming through this. Just have to open the visor. People wonder why people ride cruisers with no helmet. It's because it's hot. You got a cruiser with all this wind protection on the front. Yeah, you're gonna get no air inside. I think, are those vents in there? Man, I'm learning all kinds of things. Hang on. Oh, they are. Oh, cool. Alright, let's open that up. Oh, well, that should help. Get a little bit more wind in here. Goodness gracious. One thing that you can look forward to on a bike like this is a nice, comfortable ride. Oh my Lord. Now, I am just legitimately just cruising down the road right now, and not a single care in the world. You know, I am just riding, and I'm very, very comfortable doing it. Like, I don't feel I don't feel shit. Which can be a good thing or a bad thing if you think about it. But right now, this kind of bike, that's a good thing. Because this is a cruising bike. This is just tour. All day comfort. Now this, the owner has done the stage 1 from Indian, full stage 1, exhaust and airbox. That wind's coming from this way, that's why I'm feeling it. Yeah. So full stage 1 kit, exhaust and airbox. It's this part right there. I don't know if you can see it. And also got the Lloyd's Challenger tune done, which is supposed to unlock, you know, unlock some of the power, fix the throttle response, things like that. And the throttle response right now, I mean, if that's what they fixed, is really good. It's very smooth on off, and it's immediate power reaction right there. The second I hit it, the power reaction is immediate. I can feel it. Indian's got a new demo day coming up pretty soon, and we'll be testing the new 2023 Indian Challenger. I'm sure it's going to be pretty much the same as the 2021 that this one is, but I'll be able to kind of see the throttle response on that and how it feels. Kind of looking forward to riding the new Challenger, the Pursuit, and I just love going to demo days anyway, and that's why we started the channel. So, you know, just riding a bunch of different bikes is a blast, and when you get a chance to ride anything, it's really cool, and you get to learn about a different bike and experience it. And not everybody gets that chance, so that's again, like I said, one of the main reasons I started the channel is there are other people out there that are not going to get to ride every bike. And if we can at least show them a little bit about the bike, maybe we can help inform their next decision on which one to buy. So if you're watching this video and you have any other bikes that you'd like to see, put it in the comments, please, and we'd love to try to make that happen for you. And if you have a bike that you'd love to see YouTube reviewed, you know, get a nice little ride on, please let us know. You know, as we grow the channel, when we start making ad revenue, whatever ad revenue that your bike gives us, we'll give you a nice percentage of that. That way it's not for free, you know. Initially, yeah, it would be, because we don't have enough subscribers, but with your help, maybe we can get there. Yeah, this bike leans over really well. I mean, really well. I like this a lot. I mean, I've ridden cruisers in the past, well before we started the channel, where they just don't want to turn in. They, you know, you got to kind of force it. This just wants to lean over. Honestly, I think this bike might think that it's a sport bike in cruiser clothing. If that might be the case, because it has that sports vibe to it, where it just wants to fall over and get in the corner. I'll know really when I get it out in the country road, which will be out there in just a little bit. So if you want to jump ahead, go ahead and get out of this terrible section of road. That's fine. But I want this for posterity for everything that we do. So not going to cut the video from here. But when we get it out on that country road, you'll be able to see. Hopefully we get an open road and we just be able to get on it. See right there, just very planted. Very planted. Throws you back in the seat too. Like, you get on it, it throws you back in the seat. It's very nice. Forgive me, I'm coming down with a little cold. This is oh my lord, this has cruise control. Forgot about that. Let's try that. Cruise. Oh wow, yeah, that's really good. Just sit back, cruising. Oh yeah. Just kind of lean into it just a little bit. Yeah, this bike's really good. Very comfortable. Very comfortable. Oh man. Oh, this is nice. See, now that put a smile on my face. Let's pick up the pace just a little bit. Off cruise. Yep, just simple roll off. I'm sure if you touch the brake, it'll kill the cruise too. Alright. Down to first. Could have done it, but I'm not in a hurry right now. It's very pretty. I like this route. It's a very pretty area, especially when you start getting into the spring and summer. You start getting green and trees. Everything starts coming into bloom. It's really nice. Coming to the stop, it does not feel very heavy at all. It really doesn't. It's my nose. Coming to the stop, it just feels very relaxed, very planted. You know, rear brake, help with the stop, put the foot down, and then you can put your other one if you like. Or you can just sit there with on the rear brake, it doesn't matter. Yeah, speaking of a road glide, that was a road glide. That is the exact competitor to this motorcycle. And I really do like the Road Glide too. Road Glide's a really nice bike. Man, a lot of bugs out here. And windscreen is getting full of them. So, back to the Challenger. The comfortable riding position. Big, huge tank though. I mean, this tank is massive. I mean, there's a solid 2 feet between me and the gauge is right there. So, very large tank. But that really does help with the seating position. Passenger accommodations on this bike are also very plush. The standard Challenger doesn't have the tour pack, so your passenger may want a sissy bar or something like that in the back, but this customer has chosen to install the aftermarket Advent Black color matched tour pack versus buying the Indian one, which I believe he told me he saved like $2,600, and I can't say I blame him. I mean, as long as the color's good, then yeah. I mean, I know that standard market, you know, products from Indian or even Harley Davidson, you're paying a lot of money for accessories. And anytime you can get something that's good, that works, that you don't have to pay all that much money for, yeah, I can't say don't, because, man, save the money. I'm not going to make this light. But I am going to get through it after this light starts to turn. I mean, right now, I am on the balls of my feet, to be honest. I think it might be this Saddleman seat might be a little bit higher than the standard seat. So, and the owner's a little taller than me, so holding the clutch, I can't give you the wave, dude. But even on the balls of your feet, it's very, very light when it's stood up. The thing is getting it up there. I mean, I wouldn't want to pick this thing up off the ground, don't get me wrong, because that's a lot of weight. 840 plus. Yeah, that's a lot of weight. On a bike like this, you're generally going to put both your feet down after you come to a stop, just to, you know, just to kind of stretch your leg out a little bit too. I've seen people smaller than me ride bikes like this, so anything is possible. Don't let a bike size discourage you from trying to learn to ride it. Anything can be ridden. I remember the first time I tried to ride a Harley. God almighty. I was very nervous. It's a big motorcycle, and you get on a big bike and you're afraid to drop it. And what inevitably happens is you end up dropping it. Because you're too worried. You're thinking about it too much. bike is very, very comfortable. Man, I could take this bike anywhere. Go cross country on this thing. The Saddleman seat with this backrest, I did have to adjust this backrest up a little bit, or I'm sorry, down a little bit from the owner because I'm a little shorter. But this backrest is right there, and I can, when I get a chance to set the cruise for a longer duration, I know I'm just going to be able to sit back and let the bike do its own thing. Because that's the thing about a bike this size and this weight. Because of its weight, it just holds its position. And the wind on a sport bike weighing 400 pounds, you know, you get a cross breeze, that bike is going to move. And you're strong enough by a cross breeze, you're going to be leaning on that bike. But on a bike like this, not so much. It's going to take a really, really big gust of wind to push this bike. Oh, that sound. Oh. Get into that 3,000 RPM range. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Man, just that little lean over right there is really nice. I wouldn't even touch them floorboards or anything, but I barely had any lean at all. But it just leans over and just holds its position. I am noticing that this bike is very, it doesn't really wake up until you get above about 2,500 RPM. At about 2,500 RPM, it wakes up, and it gets really, really good. Saw the front end kind of get pretty little light there. Oh boy! Oh boy! What is this? Always one of them on the road. Always one of them. Jesus. Yeah. What are you doing? You gotta have some kind of a problem. Doesn't know where he's at or something. Sport bike. Yeah, it was a Ninja. Coming up to one of the worst intersections in the world. Illinois Route 47 off of Galena Road. Illinois, please fix this intersection. It's stupid. It is absolutely stupid. Alright. But, not gonna lie. Yeah, getting a chance to just sit down, and I'm leaning up against this backrest right now. Oh my god. Whew. If I have to sit in traffic on a motorcycle, this is not a bad one to do it. I've sat in traffic on a sport bike many occasions, and oh my god, there are times I just want to stretch my back and I can't. Stretch my neck there. But this is, oh my god, this is really comfortable. You can feel it, you can see the wind kind of push the bike a little bit, especially when the vehicle went by at a higher rate of speed. But it wasn't too bad. So right there, feel it. Just a little bit of gust. forward, come to a stop, back to neutral. Oh man, boy, this thing does get hot though. Wow, I feel it, man. I'm trying to back up a little bit. I feel that heat. 196 degrees right now. It's a big, huge V-twin, so it's gonna get warm. We get out of this intersection here, then we got pretty much straight road the rest of the way. Well, you gotta go now. Whatever. All right. MTL3. Harley. That was a Road King, I believe. Oh yeah, now we're on the road. Yeah, now this is nice. This is a nice place to sit. Okay, so it's pushed down, set. Got it. Sit back and see how she rides. And a decent amount of wind. But yeah, oh my god. Yeah. There's the push. And we gotta put my hand back on just a little bit there. Get that open section and get that big cross. They hit you. But you can lean it. Try not to use my hands. Nah. It'll hold. You lose that wind, I can sit back there for hours just not holding the handlebar, I imagine. Because it just wants to go down the road at this point. Oh wow. No, this is a really good place to sit. Wow. I like this bike a lot too. I've ridden a few really good bikes this year that I mean, I would love to buy and own in my stable. This is one of them. I think the base model of this is like 20. I think the base model is like $24,999. $24,999. I think this was the limited edition, and the limited edition is currently like $27,999. Oh no. Tractor. Welcome to the country, ladies and gentlemen. This will put a monkey wrench in our speed, but that's okay. That's okay. Open that visor back up, get some more air. Hello, cows. Oh god, this is why I love motorcycle riding. Yeah, down below 2,000 RPMs, it's very low. I don't know the word. There's just no power. Feels very clunky. Like right there. There's just not a lot of power. It's kind of and then it wakes up. It wakes up around 2,500 RPM. So, mental note of that for myself. Yeah, once you get to that 3,000, oh yeah, it starts to throw you back. There's a lot of torque there. I have to look and see what the peak torque delivery is. Probably around 45, maybe. Wait for that car, and then I can get on it. Ooh. There's 90. A lot of buffeting in the helmet though. Let it be for a minute. Coming up on a good section. They could probably take this at about 100, but I'm not going to because it's not my motorcycle. I'm not going to take any chances. 75 is fine. Easy 100 mile an hour on this curve. Not even close. Not even close. Easy 100 mile an hour. Let's go windscreen at the top. It's better. Better, but now I'm looking through the windscreen. It's alright. It's better than all the buffeting that's hitting me in the face. It's just rattling the helmet. But I'll tell you what, this bike is very, very comfortable going down the road. 70 mile an hour right now, just super relaxed, you know. Yeah, the problem I think we're getting is a lot of the wind's coming in from this direction. Really good bike. Really good bike. Very happy to the owner for letting me take it home and get a longer review on it. As we build out this channel, hopefully we'll get more bikes that we can do more than just a demo ride. We can, you know, actually show what they're actually like, you know. I think it's something that's lost nowadays. I don't, you know, you see there are a few YouTubers that do it. It's just I don't want to put my foot down. Did not want to put my foot down, and I didn't, but I almost had to. That was a little sketchy. Here you go, sir. Here's your motorcycle back. I'm sorry, I wrecked it. Bill me. Here's my insurance. Let's lower this down. Oh, I don't. My visor is tinted. The screen is partially tinted. So I'm getting like, it's just, I don't like it. I just don't want to deal with multiple layers of tint looking through to the ground. I'd rather have no wind protection at all right now than to have to deal with that. Now, I think I've read that with the Lloyd's tune, this bike used to top out at 110. With the Lloyd's tune, I think it's like 140, and I think really it's limited to the tires, not so much the engine. I'm sure the engine could do more, but cruiser tires are not built for, 200 miles an hour. I think they're only rated to like 149, 159 maybe, something like that. So there's a safety issue there, so you don't want to push the boundaries of safety that much. Not for a street bike anyway. And I can definitely feel why Indian has done so well in the King of the Baggers with this platform. Oh man, you put even better upgraded componentry in here. Man, this engine is a monster. I think I've talked about it with the Road Glide too. I mean, the Road Glide is the 117, I believe, is the current standard engine. I could be wrong on that. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, please. But their 135 crate is putting up roughly the same horsepower as this. But to get that, I have to buy a Road Glide and then buy the engine and then put it in there. And yeah, that increased my costs quite a bit. And I believe they might have come out with an even newer one, but I knew for a while in the King of the Baggers they were competing against the 135 crate. I want to get around them, but I can't really see. Nope, car coming. Notice that cruiser guys tend to stick together there. You know, a lot of waves when you're riding a cruiser versus cruiser to sport bike wave percentage. Riding a sport bike past a cruiser, yeah, you can be lucky if you get a wave. Yeah, very lopey. There it is. Oh yeah. Oh. It's that rev range. Once you hit it, oh my lord, this bike wakes up completely and just starts to pull like mad. Oh, wow. It's all that torque just hits you. not full throttling. This is about quarter turn maybe. Feels like about quarter turn. I don't know, where's full throttle? There's full throttle. That was full throttle in 5th. Cruising at 80 in 5th. 37, 38 RPM, 3800 RPM, give or take. About 37. 3500. Get around this curve here. And then I think I'm going to be able to open it up. Find out. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Downshift into 3rd. 4th. Yeah. Okay. Get up across this hill. Full throttle. I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea how fast I was going there. Oh wow. Woo! Felt pretty quick though. I gotta be honest, it felt pretty quick. I think it had more to go, but again, I was given permission by the owner to do that. So thank you. Wouldn't do that if I didn't ask. I feel that wind right there. But the bike just kind of went in. Once it's there, nah, it ain't going nowhere. Nice and stable. Really good platform. And this is a non-adjustable front end. I mean, the front end is what it is. The rear has preload, and that's it. And it's kind of all you need, really, on a cruiser. Generally, again, it's not a sport bike. So I'm not dragging knee here. You know, I'm not trying to lean into the whole thing. I only have so much ground clearance as it is. And honestly, this thing is a boat. Full throttle. In 6th. Still pulling. Still pulling. Roll off. That stop sign. Oof. Ah, didn't hurt, but I felt it. Whoo. It was like 110 there. Oh god, this bike is quick. This is a quick cruiser. Yeah, this bike does not wake up until it's above 2,500 RPM. Really kicks in around 3.2. I mean, really punches. Like right here. Nope, I was wrong. I was wrong. It was about 36, 37. It really kicked me back at that point. And I was holding on with one hand, just kind of twisting the throttle to see where it actually kicked. And I mean, there's a little bit there, but not a lot. Oof, nasty. so much fun. Adjust my seating position just a hair. I mean, there's only so far I can go here. I mean, well, I like the highway pegs a lot. I mean, I can actually bend my knee out. That's a nice feature. That's aftermarket, but still, it's a nice thing to have. Yep. Full throttle. Again. This bike is so intoxicating to ride fast. I gotta get that wind off my helmet because I'm driving straight into it now. My helmet is shaking like crazy. Hopefully GoPro's stabilization feature will be holding that off. But yeah, that's the gist of the Indian Challenger 2021 limited edition. Very nice motorcycle. Again, brand new, $27,999. Add in the stage 1, you got like $1,500 there. Give or take, you're gonna be looking at like 30K. You know, somewhere in the $31,000 out the door on a bike like this. And you know what? If you want a cruiser that has got power and comfort, honestly, I don't think you can go wrong. This is a really good bike. You can mod it out a little bit more for what you want, but that's a standard for everybody. Everybody mods their bike. I mean, just personal preferences. But from the platform standpoint, oh, this bike is great. It's a really good motorcycle. And I would be foolish to say it's not worth it, because it is. And this bike is worth the money. It really is. This is a really good motorcycle. Steel braided brake lines too, I believe. I haven't even looked. It is steel braided lines. Ooh. This is on a little hill there, so a little bit of a rollback. I didn't have my foot on the rear brake. It was my fault. Let's see if we can get one more pull in here. Sixth. Not even going to change gear. Another 100 mile an hour. Yeah, this thing just loves 100 mile an hour. Very easy to get to it. Even in sixth, I mean, good power. You're on the interstate, cruising. Yeah, just roll the throttle. Yeah, it'll get you out of whatever issue you have. Oh, really good bike. Really good bike. If this was my bike, I'd have to adjust the specs just a little bit. Yeah, they're not in the right spot for me. Oh, a beautiful day here. 79 degrees. sunny. A little bit of wind, but can't be perfect all the time. And this is Illinois, so we don't get weather like this for a good 6 months out of the year. When we do get it, you gotta take the opportunities. Gotta take the opportunities. If the kids are playing baseball. I don't know if you catch a baseball game. I think it's high school playing today. Looks like it. Looks like it. Yeah. I think I'm going to go out there and take a look. So I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, Indian Challenger 2021, great bike. Highly recommend it. If you need a bike like this, go out, get a demo, take a ride, see if you like it. Until then, as always, enjoy the ride.